Hey, Steve Zook, welcome back to Pokes Channel. Isn't that a beautiful quilted back? This guitar is available for sale. Um, it's it's $5.99. That includes a hard case. Yeah, if you don't want the case, I kind of hate to ship it without a case. I have a chipboard case that would probably fit it. I can lower the price a little bit. But anyway, it's a really beautiful guitar. I just put some new strings on it. It's got special Seymour Duncan pickups. It sounds amazing, even unplugged. Like I'm going to play it tonight for a couple hours unplugged. But anyway, I want to talk about the guitar ladder system. Seriously, the guitar ladder system is what you're looking for if you want to really open up your creative juices. I mean, that's the bottom line. In fact, I recently was interviewed by somebody who is writing a book about instruction for musical instruments, not just for guitar, but it's actually all kinds of instruments. And he recently interviewed me, and it's always a little awkward talking about stuff like this, but he said he's checked out every guitar instruction on the planet, and he says mine's the best. And he talked with me about this. We spent several hours together. And it was actually a very learning experience for me because it's been a little difficult, to be honest, about explaining the magic of the guitar ladder system. But I keep getting closer to understanding how to explain it to people. It's like trying to explain how you feel when you first have your first child, that joy that you feel. Because I'm not kidding. And I think it's the creativity. The guitar ladder system is going to open up your creative juices. It's going to allow you to because the guitar ladder system really thinks outside the box, and that's what this guy said too, was that he found that most instruction courses are so inside the box, but great music, is not inside a box. Great music, like when somebody, when Picasso painted a painting or Rembrandt did a painting, he wasn't thinking, some structure. You just let go and let it come through you. Well, because my guitar ladder system combines at least 10 systems of improvisation and gives you the ability to absorb, like all my different cycles teach you a different way to combine the systems. It's not stuck with just each cycle has one system. But he was saying to me that he spent, by the way, he bought my guitar ladder system a couple of years ago and he spent a lot of time on it. He said that's what he's discovered, and by the way, he also said that it's really improved his playing and writing, and one of the reasons that he's going to put me in the book. But he said that what's really interesting is that there's, every chord study, every chord cycle, and even the single note studies kind of have a different piece of the puzzle. Some of them combine pieces, but he said since he has been doing the guitar ladder system, he's started to write and hear his own musical thoughts, and he feels that the strongest component, and I love this, the strongest component of the guitar ladder system is the ability that it's going to open up your creative juices, allow you to hear your musical thoughts, okay? Because my system thinks outside the box, okay? And that allows you to open up your creative juices. And something else which is really, I've got so many bonuses right now. For $199, you get the Horace Hatchett files. He was one of the greatest guitar minds on the planet. He taught Howard Roberts how to play. Howard Roberts started the Musicians Institute in Hollywood. Well, this is the guy that taught him. I've got his files. That's a $249 value. You get that free for $199. I just added another 4 years to the membership, so you get a whopping 10-year membership for $199. 10 years. That means you just don't get the 200 files that I have and the additional Horace Hatchett files. You get everything I think of in the next 10 years for free, all for $199. And it gets better, folks. Check this out. I used to be a drummer, and I've been developing some rudiments. Drummers have rudiments. There's 40 rudiments for drums. People like Al Di Meola used to be a drummer. I don't know if you ever watched the way he plays acoustic guitar, but his technique is monstrous. Well, I've been doing this for over 2 years. I now have 40 rudiments for guitar that I was going to sell as a separate course for like $149. Okay, and I'm going to divvy those out just like the guitar ladder course, one or two at a time. But I've been researching this actually for many, many years, but just the last 2 years really working. And I showed this guy that recently, he doesn't want me to mention his name yet because he's under contract with a big company to do this book and what. Anyway, I mentioned to him about this and he got really excited because there's a lot more developing technique than just sitting on a metronome, and then doing eighth notes and then 16th, I've got 40 rudiments, and the more I talk with this gentleman about my rudiments, I told him that one of my ideas was to kind of call some of them Hummingbird 7, Hummingbird 9, because they teach you how to flutter. They teach you how to, you know, get your pick just moving so quick, but not just quick, but with control. One of the things about a hummingbird, and you can look this up online, is a hummingbird can do things that no plane can do. The way a hummingbird can be still in the air and then move this way, move up, move down, move sideways. A hummingbird it's kind of the same kind of a thing. My hummingbird my hummingbird guitar rudiments are going to give you the ability to have monstrous technique. And you can go to stevezookguitars.com, by the way, and click guitar ladder and hear my lead guitar solo, kind of in the style of Joe Satriani. You can hear some of my solo acoustic. You can hear other of my tunes. You can email me. I can send you some samples of my tunes. But anyway, that's about $150 value. I'm throwing that in for free right now. So the bonuses are incredible here, folks. Never been a better time to buy the Guitar Ladder system. So you get over 200 lessons, okay, and I divvy them out one or two at a time because you would be blown away at what you would not be able to absorb if I did it all at once. But it's a good system. You get over 200 lessons from me. You get the Horace Hatchett files, a $250 value for free. You're going to get the Hummingbird guitar rudiments, $150 package for free. You're going to get 4 free years for a whopping 10-year membership in the Guitar Ladder system, plus all the stuff I think of in the next 10 years. You're going to get all of it, and I'm thinking of new material almost every day. Okay, so you're going to get 200 lessons from me. The Horace Hatchett files, which is another group of lessons. He taught Howard Roberts how to play. Howard Roberts started Musicians Institute in Hollywood. Horace Hatchett taught Howard Roberts when he was a young man in Arizona. You can get those secret Horace Hatchett files for free, $250 value. You get a free 4 year added to your membership. That's a whopping 10-year membership, okay? And you're going to get the guitar rudiments, the Hummingbird guitar rudiments from me for free, which is a $150 value. All that for $199. It's an unbelievable situation. So my suggestion would be procrastinate your procrastination and go to Steve Zook Guitars and order the Guitar Ladder system right now, because you're going to get all of those bonuses. It's a lot of bonuses. And this is available, by the way, $5.99 with the hard case. If you don't want the hard case, I have a 17-inch wide soft case that will get it to you safely. You can save a little bit of money. This is really nice. I spent over an hour setting this up today. It's really nice. But anyway, that is the bottom line, folks. Is the Guitar Ladder system has been verified now by somebody who's writing a huge book on music instruction. He spent years on this. He thinks I have the best system on the planet, and once that comes out in the book, it's going to be sweet. But this is a big project for him. But right now, if you order the Guitar Ladder system at stevezookguitars.com, you can get all those bonuses: 4 free years for a 10-year membership, 200 lessons from me, plus everything else I think of in the next 10 years. The Horace Hatchett files for free, $250 value. You're going to get the Hummingbird guitar rudiments for free. That's a system of developing your technique that's just going to have you flying around the fretboard. You're going to develop unbelievable picking technique and left-hand technique. It's more oriented for the right hand. You're going to get all that stuff for only $199. So this is a great time to buy the Guitar Ladder system. And this guitar is available. Oh, I'm going to miss this guitar. It really sounds good. See, here's full pickup. I'm a little close to the amp though, so it's probably distorting. But anyway, that's the bottom line of the Guitar Ladder system. It will bring out your creativity, and the Guitar Ladder system is what you're looking for if you really want to take a leap with your guitar playing. If you're an intermediate player, you really want to move forward, or you're intermediate, kind of starting to get to the advanced stage and you really want to move forward, you want to wake up your creativity, or you're an advanced player, you'd like to be able to compose and create your own music and take it to another level and be more, the Guitar Ladder system will help you develop your own style. Now, you're going to emulate other people that you like, but it will really help you, kind of have your own musical point of view. And I'm excited about this, so excuse me if I seem a little hyper about this, but after I met with this gentleman the other day for 3 hours, and he actually played some music for me too, and then he showed me what he used to play like a couple years ago and what he's playing like now and what he's writing now. It blew me away. And he says, like, Steve, this is what your system can do. So it works, folks. I mean, I ask you to reverse our positions. If you had the Guitar Ladder system and you've seen people make just miraculous growth with it, how would you tell people about it? That's my challenge, because if I get too excited, then people think, oh, I'm selling too hard. If I'm too mellow, it's just another thing. Folks, it works. As corny as it sounds, bringing a little trust, a little faith to the table. This is my life's work. I'm 62 now. I started taking lessons at 7 years old from Ruben Quintero, who used to be one of the best guitar players in the world. I took from Joe Pass when I was young. I took from Horace Hatchett. I took from Tony Rizzi, who was kind of a Tommy Tedesco kind of a guy. I took from Ted Green. But I'm probably 85% self-taught. But I've been keeping track and making notes for a long, long, long time. And I used to do a ton of guitar teaching, and I started realizing, how come my students aren't having more explosive growth? Well, once I started putting together the guitar ladder system, I didn't call it that back then because I didn't know how powerful it was, and that concept hadn't come to me yet. But once I started working on all these different chord studies and single note studies with my students, each that used different systems of improvisation, and I started thinking outside the box and just telling my students, look, just shut the freak up and just do this. Put your ego on the back burner. Don't think. Just follow directions. Just do this work. Man, people were exploding. I mean, even people with very little. I'm not kidding. People with very little natural talent were just exploding and had explosive growth. So seriously, if you love guitar and you love music, don't let my enthusiasm scare you off. I am very excited about this, because especially after this guy interviewed me about the book the other day. If you really just love music and you love playing guitar and you want to ignite those creative juices, get things popping, the guitar ladder system works. Don't even overthink it. I would suggest order now while I have all these bonuses, and this guitar is available. I'm really going to miss this. What a beautiful guitar, huh? And man, I spent over an hour setting it up today, and I must be better than I think, because I've got this so dialed in. I've got the action absolutely beautiful. I've got a nice low action. Every note's ringing out. I probably spent like an hour and a half on this today. It really came out nice. And these are special Duncan pickups. This is a gorgeous guitar. Obviously does not have a pick guard, but the ones like this with the Florentine, this is made in Korea, by the way. The one with the Florentine cut like this are more rare, and it sounds really nice even unplugged. So, well, this came out a little bit longer. This video, I didn't want it to be quite this long, but that's okay. I'm going to stop right now, and if you want the guitar, call me. And if you want some free guitar ladder material, just send an email to pokesoo@gmail.com. Or if you just want to order right now and get all those bonuses, there's a ton of bonuses right now. Just go to stevesguitars.com and order. And don't overthink it, folks. You're going to be it's really a very, very safe place to invest $199. And you're going to be really, really happy, and you've got plenty of time to work on the material. But if you'd like some free material, email me at pokesoo@gmail.com. But if you're just fed up with not making more progress, and you just really love music and love guitar, you want to ignite those creative juices, just order the system now. I guarantee you're gonna love it. You're gonna love the growth. You can email me with questions. It's a very, very, nothing feels as good as to make progress on the guitar and make progress on music, and nothing feels as good as writing your own music. And I think that was the parallel I was trying to make earlier, was that I look back, I have 3 kids, and I look at the time when each of my kids were born, and just the joy I had of bringing them into the world. And that's a similar joy to like when I write a beautiful piece of music, or I'm playing guitar and just the juices are flowing, and I'm coming up with something original. It's the same great joyful feeling. It's good for the soul. It's good for your consciousness. It's self-actualization. I mean, the guitar ladder system isn't just about music. It's about self-actualization, self-realization. I'm not trying to get too heavy here, but I put a hell of a lot of thought into this, man. So if you just want to move forward and get more joy out of your playing and start writing and get those creative juices flowing, just order the guitar ladder system. It'll be the best $199 you've ever invested, guaranteed. All right, take care, folks. Keep the faith. Bye-bye.